is Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu leading a US-backed war on terror. Welcome to an English edition of Let Ali Show You. Today we're talking about what could possibly be the onset of the Third World War. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, recently spoke at the United Nations and he laid out Israel's raison d'etre to go after Hamas in Gaza and to respond to other threats in the region.
The curse of October 7th began when Hamas invaded Israel from Gaza, but it didn't end there. Israel was soon forced to defend itself on 6 more war fronts organized by Iran. I have a message for the tyrants of Tehran. If you strike us, we will strike you.
And while he was giving this UN address, he was also ordering the hit on Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah. Israel dropped anywhere between either one 2,000-pound US-made bunker buster or, in other reports, up to 80 bunker busters to kill Hassan Nasrallah, its sworn enemy, Israel's sworn enemy, since the early 90s. Hezbollah, a group founded in the early 80s, was responsible for killing 250 US soldiers, most of them Marines, in the 1983 Beirut bombing. Since then, the group has merged itself into the political fabric of Lebanon, and despite targeted hits and losing many leaders and many fighters, the group grew strong under Hassan Nasrallah, who had led it since 1992. Since then, it became a political organization. It became a charity. It became a sort of guarantor for Lebanon's security vis-a-vis Israel. But it also became a militia in Syria for control or to consolidate the control of Bashar al-Assad. Alongside Assad, or under the directives of Iran and Assad's regime, Hezbollah committed massacres in Sunni-held areas. It is accused of ethnic cleansing in Aleppo, for example. There are documented instances of Hezbollah fighters committing war crimes such as torture and arbitrary executions of FSA fighters who were either Sunni or of other, belonging to other groups such as the Turkmen. They've also been accused of killing Kurdish fighters and civilians. Hezbollah was listed as a terrorist organization by the United States and by the European Union. But in this present instance, Hassan Nasrallah had made it clear that he was fighting for the people of Gaza. He said that how could anyone stand by watching what was happening in Gaza? And that position, Hezbollah and Nasrallah's position, differently to other actors in the region and elsewhere who were opposed to Israel's aggression in Gaza.
غير الأسلوب فلا أتحدث لا عن وقت ولا عن شكل ولا عن مكان ولا عن زمان. اتركوا الموضوع والخبر هو ما ترون.
So it has been Benjamin Netanyahu's grand plan of survival all along. He has come out of all of this as a sort of successor, a hero, a mythical figure in Israeli society where he could do no wrong. He took on the world and he came out on top. And that has bought him a lot of political capital. At the same time, internationally, Netanyahu and Israel are now a pariah. And so are the American backers of Israel and this whole idea.
Israel, with the active support of the United States and other partners, effectively defeated this attack. We demonstrated once again our commitment to Israel's defense will remain in very close touch with Israel and other partners in the region in the hours and days ahead.
Israel's aggression is also creating a lot of anxiety in Turkey, just north, where the Turkish President Erdogan says that Israel will not stop till it has taken even parts of Turkey itself.
İsrail yönetimi temel insan haklarını içe sayarak bir millete, bir halka karşı etnik temizlik, apaçık bir soykırım uygulamakta, topraklarını adım adım işgal etmektedir.
Erdogan calls it the Büyük İsrail Projesi, or the Bigger Israel Project, under which Israel will occupy the Sinai, all the way up to the Euphrates in Iraq. And Erdogan says that even Turkey is on this list. So Israel's aggression or the invasion in Lebanon, its fight with Iran, and the expansion of this conflict with the United States most likely joining the fight behind Israel, means that we're looking at instability in this region. There also flights have been cancelled all the way up to the United Arab Emirates, where Emirates Airlines and Etihad operate hundreds of flights every single day. Those flights are now cancelled or diverted towards Turkey, Istanbul, and Sabiha Gökçen airports there. So this conflict seems to be expanding. Where will it stop? Who will intervene? How will they intervene? What might this intervention look like? These are all questions on millions of people's minds. And more importantly, when a conflict happens, or when a war like this, a regional war like this breaks out, it doesn't stop just within the borders of the countries that are affected. Take the example of Israel. Hundreds of foreigners have flown in over the past 1 year to join the IDF, or the Israeli Defense Forces, to fight on the side of Israel against quote-unquote Hamas. These individuals might be involved in alleged war crimes against Palestinian civilians. On the other side, Israel's invasion into Lebanon will attract a host of other actors into the fray, from Syria, from Russia, from Iran, anywhere that might, or they might pass through Syria, they might pass through Jordan. There are many ways into Lebanon as opposed to Gaza. Whereas Gaza or Hamas didn't have any support from the outside, the fight in Lebanon and elsewhere for Israel will be a lot more complicated. So this whole idea of greater Israel might suffer a setback even before it takes off. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section, and do like, subscribe, and share this content. I'll see you next time. Take care.